All right, let's get started. I like to go to the lowest RPM to make sure that my Dremel is pretty much straight when it spins, or at least close to it. That's pretty good. All right. So first, I'm gonna work from this side right here. Actually, no, let's work from this side right there. It's good to have good light sources too. I like to have two. And I'm gonna tell you each step as I go. Remember to let the carbide bit do the work. You don't want to apply too much pressure. You want to apply just enough, and you can see that it's cutting. First, we're going to add the angle on the edge. Okay, you see that? I'm just basically adding the angle to that edge. Okay, now I'm going to want to round it off. Even that's a little bit too much, but it's okay. Also, just make sure that you don't touch the valve seats. Pretty much mess it up from right there if you do. See, if you don't have any cutters, then yeah. Okay, so now that I got that nice and rounded, I'm gonna work on the sides now. Pretty soon, I'm gonna switch over to the that ball shaped carbide bit. Before I get too into working around the valve guide, I'm gonna get the left and right side. Okay, left and right side is gonna be right there and right here. Those little sharp areas, basically the transition from the port to the bowl, right there. I like to call it the pinch point. First, let me just go ahead and change out my carbide bit to a different one. I'll show you which ones I use as I go. You can use either or. Just make sure the shape is right for the type of area you're gonna do. And the aluminums are pretty good, but they kind of clog up pretty quick. Well, I mean, I don't know. They don't clog up too fast, but this one's really good right here. See? And if you have issues with clogging up, get yourself a brush like this. Go ahead and clean off your bit. There we go. One of the issues that I have is to get this on perfect so that it doesn't wobble, and that's due because of the that's partly due because of the length of it, but you can get it pretty straight. It's still wobbly. Let me see. Yeah, sometimes it's a battle with that. So with this Dremel, You just press right here and it locks in place. Right, I can do that. Just hand tighten it to check real quick. Yeah, really wobbly. Oh man, it's so annoying sometimes. Anyway, just make sure to get it straight. I'm most likely gonna edit through this part right here. I just want to show you guys the struggle is real. Man, that, whoo, I'm doing really bad right now. Usually I get this in a couple tries, but I don't know. Okay, the 100th time is man. What? Oh, you know what? This one is maybe no, strange. There we go. Okay, pretty good, right? You guys see it? Yeah. Okay. So let's see if I can get you guys a better angle. My nose is always running. If you guys haven't noticed. Let me see if I can get you guys up there. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna just switch this around this way. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, that'll have to do right there, right? Let's do this. See if you guys see that. Okay. So you see that edge right there? Go ahead and take her down. We're not gonna open it up all crazy. I like to go in circles too. Circles really helps out to get an even cut. Sometimes when you go like this without lifting up, the top and bottom tend to cut more. See, that's it. Don't go crazy. That's all you need to do. Okay, now on to the next side. Remember, this is just a stock head, and you're running 27 mm valves with even smaller throat. So you don't want to hog it out too much. You do that, and then, well, you're going to have a lazy port. So, you see, that's all it took. Okay, let's see here. Okay, now let's go ahead and Now they've got that done. Let's go ahead and work around the valve guide. There we go. Go ahead and blow this out. Okay, let's see what we got. You see that? See the sides? Nothing crazy, right? We're just smoothing out. Remember, we're also going to do the short side radius, this area right here. We need to just round it out. Nothing crazy, just round it out. All right, so next I'm going to get my round carbide bit. There it is. Sorry, guys, for all this crazy camera angles and movement, but I'm really trying to get you guys in there to see what I am doing. Remember to let the carbide bit do the work. Okay. Don't go all crazy and start putting all your body, uh, your whole body into it. Okay. Hopefully that's good. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the side. And the remember the obstruction is gonna be the valve itself. Okay. And I believe that the valve or the guide box is also culprit in obstructing flow. But I am trying not to do that anymore where I take it down all the way. I'm trying something new. And this is uh very diligent about not going overboard. I mean, I still left the the valve guide longer that we would have been able to see. We're gonna work on the guide box some more in a little bit. We can also work on right now, if you like. All right, let's take a look. Right? Looks pretty good. Nothing too crazy. We're just trying to make it flow better. That's all we're doing. Okay, nothing radical. I'm gonna make it ramp, little rampy poo. That way the flow has somewhere, can flow around the valve guide. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and switch over to a different bit, carbide bit. We're going to change over to this guy right here. That guy. Okay, it's gonna be kind of tough for you guys to see. Maybe you guys can see it. I don't know. So I'm going from the valve deep opening, and I'm just bringing this down, bringing the sides of the guide box down, that little ramp. And then if I, oh, I got it. There we go. Yeah, you guys like that? All for you guys. And I'm always sniffling in my videos. I don't know. I never have bad sinuses or something, but I'm not sick. I just got over a sickness. So, making it all nice and round. What do you guys think? Not bad, pretty good. Let me clean up a little bit more. No sharp edges, right? No sharp edges. Yeah. And lately I've been thinking that maybe keeping the guide box around is a little bit good because I want to kind of guide the flow up to this side of the valve when it opens up. So I'm gonna, either way, it's gonna be a lot better flow. But we just want to see, right? We want to, I'm just picturing, I'm imagining the flow. I'm trying to let the flow do what it's gonna do, not what I want it to do. I'm just aiding in what it wants to do. Okay, now that we have that, let's see if I get to a better view as far as getting the short side radius. Okay, let me bring you guys up higher. Okay, let me bring this up some more. Okay. Okay, that's gonna work. All right. Yeah, see that? Now we're just gonna round that. Okay. Work a little bit at a time. Remember, let the bit do the work. Don't apply any pressure. Just control it. That's all we're doing, just controlling it. You're gonna put a happy little hill right here. It's gonna definitely help with the flow. We don't want any pesky, hard edges, pushing our flow in different directions. We just want it to be able to go around nice and easy. Happy little flow. And time, we're gonna check it with our finger. Just make sure that we're getting a little bit, we're getting rid of that hard edge. And once we're getting rid of that hard edge, I'm gonna be able to see that angle on it. We're gonna go ahead and aid that edge, turn into a happy little hill. Now we're gonna tilt a little bit. And these round bits right here help out a lot because you can, bring it like this and it'll get the edge of that edge. And it's gonna help make it round. Okay, now tilt a little bit more. There you go. And don't be so hard on yourself, if you can't get it the first go. Okay, these heads are really cheap. Practice on these heads right here. Don't practice on a big mouth head that you just got that costs $300, $400 because you're gonna be kicking yourself in the ass when you go and mess something up. Once you feel comfortable with these cylinder heads, then I'm sure you'll be great on the bigger valve heads. And that is a whole nother beast. That's a whole nother planet. Actually, a whole nother galaxy. And with the big valve heads, you got to take off a lot more material, and you'll need what's it called? You'll need a big old die grinder with quarter inch thick paint. See a little transition from here to the wall right there. We're just making smooth transition. Make sure everything's nice and round. Okay, this side good. Go ahead and go up in here. And if you bring this ball back down a little tiny bit, that's fine. To get it to flow a little better, it's okay. We're probably gonna have to use a different bit for that. That's okay. It looks like a really tight spot, so we're okay. Okay, now go ahead and feel that. You feel that? A lot better, right? Nice little round. I wouldn't call it a hill. I call it an elbow, a perfect elbow. So the hill, it has a point on top and two slants on each side. So no, we don't want that. So now we're just gonna go ahead and kind of clean up. It's really quickly, nothing fancy. Just kind of little tiny bit. We're gonna clean that up because there might be a little bit of rough edges, and that's it. You see, that's it. Just a nice little cleanup job. Okay, just get that. Bloop, just get that. Bloop, or let me see. You don't want to have like this or like this. No, you want to have it. Okay, guys. So that's pretty much it. Just look for any transitions and like that, and you can smooth out, and that's about it. So now, once you get all the transitions the way you want it, you're gonna smooth everything out. Well, not smoothing out, but just rewind. You're gonna just make sure you get all the edges smooth. Okay, everything nice and smooth. Okay, that's all. And then after this, we're gonna add some texture. Okay, so let's add some texture. You can use the same bit right here, and we're not taking any material off. We're just gliding on the surface. See the way I'm doing it? Let's see if I can get this so you can see it. Okay, right here. See that? We just glide on top of it just to add texture, just like that. Okay, and then work with the bit that you have. Because it's just like an egg-shaped bit, you're gonna want to tilt your bit a little bit to work with the edge of that bit to get that little corner right there. And that's it. That way you have to stick to all these different bits. Work with what you got. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and texture the rest of it. But let me just blow it out real quickly. We're doing some build up. Oh, Let me see if I can get a good angle for you guys so you can see. This will have to do. It's not my best work, but it's okay as long as you guys are learning something. Let's go ahead and texture it. I like to work like this, flat like this, because it's a lot easier. Because, gravity, right? I'm going to show you guys right now. Just remember, we're not taking any material or chunks of material, we're just texturing it. We're just making sure that we're adding texture to it. That's all, nice, even texture. This is pretty fast. And some nice texture so that the glass and the air mix beautifully head and head and marriage. Happy little couple together as one. They go into the unknown called the combustion chamber. And I kind of launch it, right? We kind of launch that mixture into the combustion chamber. But what we're trying to do is slow down that mixture, and what helps with that is the bowl. The bowl being a little tiny bit bigger, a first percentage I can't remember right now. And then the runner, which is this part right here, the port. And so there's the runner, and then there's or the port, and then the bowl, and then the throat, and then your valve guide, short side, and your long side, which is the roof and floor. The long side is the roof, and the short side is the floor. I think I get mixed up with those. Okay, and I get tempted to want to go make that tooth a little bit longer from the bottom, but I don't know. I don't want to go too much because remember, it's only a stock head, right? And also, I think that with each hand shaft, you're gonna have different results. Therefore, well, not different results. Sorry, you're gonna have different lifts. So I'm thinking that maybe you might need different fork shapes, different measurements, but not too big ever. But I mean, I'm still learning that. So okay, right now we're working on the short side, which is the floor. Okay, you see that? You see where it's dark? That's where I still need to hit, hit it with a Dremel. So I need to work a little bit slower and not put too much pressure. Let the machine do the work. This would do all the heavy lifting for me. Okay, let's go ahead and clean it off. And that's probably going to be a two-part because we also have the exhaust to do. The exhaust is also very important. Recently, I was reading that the exhaust helps with the with scavenging power, the overlap, and I'm still learning about that. I'm still trying to grasp and understand that, just like all of you guys are. Okay, so let's see here. Let's say I need to blow a little bit better because I can't really see that well. But I can see that right there, though. That needs to be done. And what if you don't get all of it? So what, right? There, you fight it. There we go. That's it. Not too much. Yeah, a little bit more on that transition. That's it. That's it. You know, what's the point of having all those DFMs if you have a lazy pull? You have no velocity. You know, you ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. Uh, Yeah, you can also get that pinpoint from right here. But not too crazy. All right, man, that's good, guys. Let's take a look. And this is just your basic right here. This is pretty much what you want to do. It's gonna get loud. Hold up. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, better. We'll be able to go around that valve guide and the valve guide. I'm sorry, the valve and the valve guide box right there. Put like a little ramp right there too. You got your texture. It'll be nice and mixed. All right. All right there. It's all nice and mixed. Boom. Woo. 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 It doesn't go bah, bah, bah. Now it goes woo. All right, guys. So that's all I got for right now. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions, any comments. You know, I think maybe texturing it there a little bit too is fine, but just be careful. And that's about it. All right. Let's see that short side. I want to show you guys that short side. Wow, look at that. Let's see. Oh yeah, see that? I love doing that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, nice transitions. That's all we're looking for. Nice little transitions. Okay, this is part one. We're also going to do part two, which is the exhaust side. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on Instagram, Grey GREY built underscore NGNZ. Like, subscribe, share. You know the get down, right? All right, guys. Be safe. Wear your helmets. Have fun.